Well, you're going to face two different types of proceedings. The first proceeding you're going to have is going to be with your driver's license. So you're going to have either an ALS hearing or an administrative license suspension hearing or a BAC hearing. The purpose of those hearings is to determine whether you're going to have driving privileges for the next 90 to 180 days. In addition to the driving privileges hearing, you're going to have a court case that's going to happen. It's going to be charged either as a misdemeanor and a felony. And that's going to happen like every other court case. It's going to be assigned to a prosecutor and to a judge, and we're going to have to proceed through the criminal rules to defend that cause of action against you. Your driver's license will be valid for the next 30 days from the date of your arrest. Any suspensions that are going to happen happen after that 30-day window. If it's your first failure of an evidentiary test, your first DUI in the last 5 years, what you're facing is a 90-day suspension of your driving privileges. So it kind of goes like this. 30 days you can drive for any reason. The next 30 days begins your suspension, and that 30-day period means you can't drive at all for any reason. So I tell my clients, God can't let you drive. There's just no driving privileges. There's another 60 days of a suspension that happens after that absolute period, and you can get work privileges, you can get a worker's permit, you can drive for those types of necessities. If it's your second failure of an evidentiary test in 5 years, you're looking at a 1-year driver's license suspension. That year suspension is absolute, meaning there's no driving privileges at all for any reason. In addition, if you are a commercial driver or you have a CDL or you drive a commercial vehicle, there is no permissions for there is no exceptions to the suspension. So what that means is I just went through and said, hey, you could get partial privileges for the last 60 days. On a commercial driver's license, there's no extension of privileges. So when I say it's a 90-day suspension, that's an absolute 90 days. If it's a year suspension, it's an absolute year suspension. The most important thing to be aware of is that those suspensions are going to happen unless you challenge the suspension by requesting a hearing, and that request has to happen within 7 days. If you request it within 7 days, they'll set a hearing within 20 days, and you'll have an opportunity to defend your driving privileges. If you take no action, the suspension will happen, and you'll have no ability to challenge it.